Winnipeg's first traffic ticket has been issued for being stoned and driving. Yes, this is big news because marijuana is now legal all across Canada, and right away someone was hit with a smoking and driving. Hilarious. In fact, it says this has been issued 1 hour into legalization. Someone was pulled over for this. It's there's a copy of the ticket here. It says, consume cannabis in a motor vehicle on a highway. The fine payable, 672 Canadian dollars, which is like $5 American bucks, I think. Just kidding, guys. Just making fun of Canadian money. That's all. I've made fun of Canadian money my entire life. Why not? Why wouldn't you? It's like making fun of Florida. It's low-hanging fruit. The ticket was issued on 1 a.m. this morning. Yes. The day that marijuana consumption became legal. So 1 hour after pot was legalized. This is 1 hour. Winnipeg police issued the very first ticket for consuming cannabis in a car. Around 1 a.m., Winnipeg Police Service Traffic Division Inspector Gordo Spado. My name is Gordo Spado. That's amazing. Sounds like an Italian wrestler. Says one of his officers issued the ticket during a traffic stop. An hour into legality and something illegal has happened. It's not clear whether the person ticketed was driving at the time or not. Well, wouldn't they be driving? I mean, I don't understand. You can't just give them a ticket for smoking in a car. What's wrong with that? If it's legal, can't you smoke in a car? Spado says while the cannabis was likely illegally purchased, how is that? Why is it likely illegally? It's the day that, well, because I guess, no. Well, online sales started at 12 a.m. but weren't being delivered until 1 a.m. Well, okay, so, and I guess dispensaries weren't open at that hour, so, alright, so it was illegally purchased. He said no ticket was issued for the purchase of it. It doesn't look like anything was pursued as far as the illicit component of it goes. I think that's just the education piece of our members, knowing where to go with that. It's still new to us, so we're still learning, says the police department. Spado notes it will be difficult to determine if cannabis has been illegally purchased. Another challenge will be ticketing people for consuming edibles in vehicles. If somebody has an edible in a car, we can prove it. That's also an offense, he noted. Sometimes we can prove it, sometimes we can't. And when edibles are legally produced commercially, then it might be a little bit easier because there will be packaging and things like that that might be visible to us. The ticket, like a lot of offenses pertaining to legal marijuana, comes with a $672 fine. I still don't understand what this ticket's for. Can someone, if cannabis is legal, then why would you be ticketed for smoking it in a car or having it in a car? It's not clear whether this is smoking and driving. Okay, so it's not smoking and driving. They say that likely it's not smoking and driving. So then what is the harm here? I don't understand. Some fines for new marijuana offenses, this is in Canada, the province of Manitoba, it looks like, $2,542 for supplying cannabis to a young person under age 19, $2,542 for growing non-medical cannabis in a residence in Manitoba, $672 smoking or vaping cannabis in a park, $672 for smoking or vaping cannabis in a public place. Maybe smoking it, this is counted as a public place then, obviously, the car, I guess. Although you're in your car. But no, if you're on the highway, I guess you're on a public place. So it's legal, but you gotta smoke it in your home. Is that what's happening here? I get it. Alright. $273 fine for drivers carrying cannabis in or on a vehicle, i.e. not in the trunk. Okay. $672 fine for consuming cannabis in or on a vehicle on a highway. Oh, okay. $672 for consuming cannabis in or on an off-road vehicle. Can't you be off-road in a vehicle with your cannabis? What's wrong with that? I pull over in the fields and I want to smoke and take a nap or eat some turkey jerky. Like, why can't I do that? I don't understand. And why is the fine $672? What is your obsession with $672 fines, province of Manitoba? Can someone clear this up for me? Some Canadians, I know I got some friends that are Canadians. Ben, I'm talking to you. And then, of course, Ryan is all about the cannabis. But I don't know if Ryan knows about all these Canada laws. But I need to get this cleared up here. This is weird. And don't you think this is dumb? Why can't you have weed in your car? Like, it's got to be in the trunk? Is that what you're saying? This doesn't make any sense at all. I love it, Canada, that you're opening your arms to cannabis, but are you really opening your arms to cannabis if I can't smoke in a field in the back of my truck? What the hell is that? I mean, this is ridiculous. I understand I'm smoking a joint on the highway, and I'm pulled over, and it's clear I'm smoking a joint, is a half of smoked joint in the ashtray or whatever, or you find it on me, I smell like it. Clearly, alright, I'm smoking and driving. If you want to get, you know, I gotta be honest, I don't think smoking and driving is that big of an issue. I mean, it's not like drinking and driving, you know, if anything, you drive a little bit more cautiously in general, in my experience. I don't think it's a problem. But hey, you want to call it a problem? All right. You want to ticket people for that? Okay, fine. I understand where you're going with that. But to just be able to smoke outside somewhere, I'm in my vehicle, so what? And why not in a park? Why not off-road? What the hell's wrong with that? Does it? What is? So you've opened up your arms to the legalization of marijuana, but what these restrictions? Where can I smoke it? In my house only? Only in my house. What, do we all have to create a smoking room? Is that the law in Canada? You need to create a pot smoking bunker. If you want to smoke pot, you must build a bunker specifically for that, and it must have some sort of filtration unit for the smoke so that it doesn't go into our atmosphere. What are you talking about, Canada? You're either in or you're out. All right? Make up your goddamn mind. You can't be in and then have all these stupid restrictions. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just, you know, I'm accustomed to being around marijuana all the time out here in California, and everybody's fine with it. Everyone's cool with it. You can smoke a joint, you know, in a restaurant sometimes on the patio, and no one gives you a hard time. Because we're being adults. No one smokes pot and then becomes rowdy. No one smokes pot and then grabs the waitress. These don't happen. Okay? So we're going to open our arms to marijuana. Let's get the laws a little bit more lax, if you could, please. That's just my suggestion for you Canadians out there. Embrace it a little more. Alright? I mean, do you arrest your citizens for drinking a beer off-road, sitting in their truck? Canada? I'm going to say no, the way that you guys treat beer up there. There's probably more strict operational laws involving marijuana up there than there are beer up there, I'd imagine. The way that Canadians feel about their beer. Well, you're wrong, Canada. Beer is a much more deadly drug, does way more damage in the culture, way more damage to your body, etc., etc. No, it doesn't, Josie. Yes, it does. And there's scientific evidence to prove this. Look it up. Any of you Canadians out there want to weigh in on this? Put down your Molson and call me. 646-450-2012.